glad for the shade out there because it was very hot, regardless.
A lot of organizations need sunscreen right now, too, to pass out.
Yeah. Absolutely, hats
so
or whatever.
blazing hot.
Yeah, it's too hot. Too hot to be out. You can be out for a little bit, but if you're not drinking water, your body, heat stroke or whatever, starts to set in. Looking at the summer so far, we just keep updating these numbers here, and right now we're still, well, we've had a cooler than average summer. At least June was a little bit below average. July so far is a little bit below average. So summer as a whole, slightly below average, and that's always a good place to be. I'd rather be at average, right at that number, or a little bit below it versus way above it like last summer. Last summer, we were way above it. All right, so average temperature here in Oklahoma City, taking you back from 2015. Average, again, pretty close to 80 degrees. Last summer was brutal. And remember all the 100s we had? And this summer so far, here's where we're hanging out right now. Now, this number is going to come up, sure, because we have more, hot weather ahead, and that average will climb, but still. This is not going to go down as by far as one of our worst summer, not even the top 10, not even top 20. Summer's hottest summers on record in Oklahoma. Not even close. 27 days at or above 90 degrees in Oklahoma City. We've had 27. We average about 71. And one day at or above 100. It was 100. It was yesterday. We average about 11. So, yeah, we're doing all right. We're going to see a lot more 90s and a few more 100s coming up. 97 right now. A southwest wind at 14. Our humidity, 35%. Dew points are in the mid-60s. That's better than where we have been. We're continuing to dry out. The ground's drying out. The grass is beginning to turn a little bit as far as leaving the green, kind of going to that off-green, almost brown shade in a few areas. We're still good, but won't take much longer, and our temperatures are going to climb just because we're getting drier. All right, 102 now in Kingfisher, 97 in Byers, 98 in Shawnee, 94 in Seminole, 97 down at Fort Cobb, and the rest of Oklahoma, upper 90s, low 100s, 101 in Medford, 103 in Altus. So these temperatures compared to yesterday are a little bit cooler, at least across western Oklahoma. All right, still hot. And with the humidity, feels like, again, 100 here in the metro, 103 up in Stillwater, 98 in Woodward. There is some dry air in the west, so your temperatures and your heat indices are about the same. 102 in Altus, and Tulsa right now feels like 103. So remember last week, week before, when it felt like 110 to 120, and we had that all-time record heat index temperature of 126 down in Pauls Valley. Remember that? So things are better as far as the humidity. All right, so the heat dome, yep, it's a big one, running from the eastern Pacific across Mexico into the southern half of the U.S. The jet stream is to our north, and north of the jet, it's cooler, like the Pacific Northwest, like the Great Lakes, and that's your storm track in here. And there's a storm system there moving through, kicking up some severe weather in the Great Lakes today. So the heat dome doesn't really go anywhere through the weekend, even into early next week. But the plan is, not this weekend, but we're talking about the first weekend of August, is that the heat dome will move a little farther southwest. We'll bring in the jet stream at least closer to us and possibly opening the door for some not as hot weather and also a little bit better chance for some showers and storms coming up and maybe a cool front or two down the road, though. Until then, we're going to fry. Simply put, lows tonight, low to mid-70s. Tonight, tomorrow morning, a couple showers in the northwest and the panhandle. Those will come out of the Rockies tonight, but they'll be weakening and falling apart. Heat dome dominates. Highs tomorrow, 99 in Oklahoma City, low 100s in the north and west. Hot, hot, hot. It'll feel about like today, tomorrow, and your Friday. Same temperatures, pretty much. So heat advisory, that's going to go right through the weekend, into next week. It'll feel like 105, and at times about 110 in a few areas. Not everybody's going to be that hot. We might see right at 100 Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. August arrives next Tuesday. There are the beginning of the changes, possibly in about 9 days. We're watching it, we're tracking it, and we're looking forward to something.